Are you struggling to get the list of groups that an Azure Active Directory user belongs to in .NET Core? You're not alone. This is a common challenge for many developers, and today we're going to tackle it together. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you're trying to access user group information, but it just isn't showing up. Many developers have faced this issue, especially when transitioning from .NET Framework to .NET Core. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user named Derek asked how to retrieve the list of groups an Azure AD user belongs to using the implicit flow in .NET Core. He mentioned that the group information is missing, which is a common hurdle. So, why is this happening? In .NET Core, the Active Directory client class from the .NET Framework is not available, which complicates things. But don't worry, we will explore alternative methods to get the group claims you need. Stay with me until the end, because I have a powerful tip that will help you streamline this process and make your life a lot easier. To retrieve the list of groups that an Azure Active Directory user belongs to in .NET Core, the user should first ensure that they have the correct permissions set in Azure AD. This includes granting the necessary API permissions to access group information. Next, the user needs to configure their application to request the correct scopes when authenticating. This is crucial for obtaining group claims in the token. After setting up the permissions and scopes, the user should implement the logic to extract the group claims from the token. This can be done by accessing the claims in the user's authentication context. Finally, the user can display the group information as needed in their application. This could involve querying additional details about each group using the Microsoft Graph API. Fun fact, did you know that Azure AD can handle millions of users and groups? It's a powerful tool, but sometimes it can feel like finding a needle in a haystack when you're looking for specific information. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggests setting the group membership claims property to security group in the Azure AD manifest. After logging in, you can retrieve the groups list in your AS Core application using a simple query on user claims. Additionally, you can call the Azure AD Graph API to get detailed group information. First, ensure you have the necessary permissions set up in your app. Then, use the object ID to make a request to the Graph API. The provided code sample demonstrates how to authenticate and retrieve group details. It includes error handling for unauthorized access and shows how to deserialize the response to get the group name. Here's the tip I promised. Always check your token configuration settings after making changes. This simple step can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now be able to retrieve the list of groups that an Azure AD user belongs to in .NET Core. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks, and remember to keep experimenting with your Azure AD configurations.